Hey everyone, we're back with more Golden Sun. This will probably be the last 30 minutes of today's stream. This place is remarkable, truly remarkable. Who goes there? I've not seen you in Lemuria before. Wait a moment. You must be the travelers who arrived with Piers. Is your name Felix, perchance? Piers? You mean Piers, the lost one? Have I earned a title in my absence? Oh, worry not, Piers is lost no more. I seek counsel with King Hydros. Has His Highness been told of my return? Word has been sent, but I do not know if it has reached the king. What do you mean? Lord Conservato is meeting with His Highness as we speak. Not Conservato. What's wrong, Piers? You do not look pleased to hear that name. Kraden, what do you think of what you've seen of Lemuria? Why does it look like it's a dog nose? It is a magnificent city! Or do you mean the castle? Both are magnificent. And you, Felix, do you agree? Any newcomer to our town would doubtless feel the same at first. In ages past, Lemuria was a far lovelier, more grand, and more lively city. His Highness the King tells of days gone by of a more brilliant Lemuria long before my birth. Over the countless years, our people have lost vigor, enthusiasm, creativity. Lemuria has fallen into a slow collapse, a city that has lost its spark. Oh, it's already heading in the direction I mentioned earlier. Lemuria, as you see it, is only a shadow of the city of legend. If only I had the chance to see the city in all its splendor. But how does Conservato figure in? King Hydros believes that art decay is related in some way to alchemy. Guys, join Vector for a boss fight. Alchemy? I will join. By the way, anybody who's a follower of the channel does get a slime on screen that you can interact with, buy a hat for, a weapon. Lots of cool stuff that you can do. You can jump around, you can climb up onto the ledge I built on the side of the screen there. It's pretty excellent. There's Biggie's slime. See, Biggie's got a flame on his slime. King Hydros wants to find a way to stop the ruin of Lemuria. If there was anything we could do to help stop it, we would. But the senators are unwilling to take action. They're stubborn, and they fear any change. Senate? What is a senate? The Senate is a group of elders who determine policy in Lemuria. Lord Conservato holds the highest office in the Senate. The Senate usually opposes any new ideas or proposals introduced before it. Word of our arrival will never reach the king as long as Conservato has his ear. And Conservato with the king are incredibly, and conversations with the king are incredibly long. We have no choice but to wait patiently here. Why don't we spend our time looking around Lemuria until then? Thank you. Now I just want to go find a shop so I can sell my useless crap and then get back to throwing things in the well. Any travelers that came here with Piers? Fuck. I'm sorry it has taken me so long to visit, Uncle. Piers, you're alive! Yes, I've managed to survive against a great many trials. What a fascinating coincidence! We stumbled across Piers' uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew. This is Felix and Kraden. They are my friends, and have aided me tremendously. If my sister could only hear how timid young Piers has become a mighty warrior. Where is my mother? We've been so busy since we arrived that I haven't had a chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother is always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There is still illness in Lemuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Piers, I'm sorry, your return comes too late. After the tidal wave, you washed tidal wave washed you to sea. Your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. Oh no. She held out hope for your safe return until the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones. You'll find her. Aw, shit, son. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Piers? After all we've been through, the least we can do is offer Piers our condolences. Wait. I ask that you leave Piers to his mourning for now. Now that he is struggling with the loss of his mother, he needs time. Sure. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspected as much. Piers was right to bring you here. Piers told me his secret. His mission was he was given by His Highness the King. Even the tidal wave would not have carried Piers off. He wouldn't have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Piers told you about this, did he not? Curious. I can't understand why he would do that. The evil Majin Buu! You guys won, congrats. I died, apparently. If Lord Conservator had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Piers has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me he hasn't at least told you that much. Did Piers tell you nothing before bringing you to Lemuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Piers confronts the sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lumpa. Lumpa has locked himself in his tower, but rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. All I need is a bird to carry it to him in this tower. There, you should be able to see him now. Alright, I did not want to get into a cutscene. I just went into that building because I thought there might be a shop in there. I'm not talking to anyone now until I find a shop. Is there a shop in this town? It's supposed to be Lumpa's tower. Okay, I need to get out of my way, chicken! Fucking birds. House of the Senate. Is there no shop in this town? We're the only children in Lemuria. I have to wish there were other children to play with. It has been many, many years since a new child was born in Lemuria. Lemurians love children, but they only remain children for such a short time. Is there, like, no shop in this town, guys? Is that a thing? Because this leads to the graveyard. There does not appear to be a shop here. That's a good question. Lemuria, we do not grow... Oh, okay. How old am I again? I quit counting after I turned 200. That was a long time ago. Why didn't you change it to in Lemuria? It can get rather dull, you'll find. I ought to feel surprised to see an outsiders here, but I can't remember how to be surprised. Like, my inventory is completely full, so I need to find something so I can keep... Are you kids Piers' traveling companions? The door's broken, I'm afraid. But I opened up a window just above the door. Sorry about this, but you'll have to climb through here. Hello, cow. Moo. Lemurians are so lazy, they make me look like a dynamo. They live so long. I don't have Piers with me, so I can't cast Cyclone. Damn it! There was some reason to come down here. I'm a little annoyed right now that there does not appear to be a shop. If it weren't for the people in the castle, the Lemurians would probably let themselves starve. So I've managed to get a bunch of people to play FF14, guys. I'm pretty happy about that. Now I need to get more people to play. Fuck to go. What? Climbed in the windows. Where the fuck do I go once I'm in? Oh, okay. That's apparently a staircase. Okay, that did not look like a staircase. Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone could travel so far across the world in this stage. Say, Piers isn't with you. Why not? His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave. Of course, his mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him. Well, Piers may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Piers brought you, you must be working to break the seal in alchemy, right? Ah, Piers has done quite well in finding you. What mission could the good King Hydros have assigned to Piers? What, Piers has told you nothing of his mission? Really? So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy? Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. We are only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom. King Hydros told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing? I'm afraid I know nothing of any Northern Fire Clan. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Creighton joined us on the quest on behalf of Lord Bobby of Tolby. Bobby? I know of only one man named Bobby, but it couldn't. Master Lumpa, the Bobby we speak of is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world. Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? My, you certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. So Bobby passed away, but only recently, you say? When he finally ran out of his mystic droughts, his spirit began to wane. Then, I no longer know anyone in the outside world. But aren't you Lumpa, the righteous thief? I was called that once, long, long ago. Why do you ask? Yeah, there was a village in the first game. I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you might still know. Who would that be? There's a town called Lumpa in northern Angara. A man named Dompa lives there. I settled that village in Dompa. He is my son. Now your grandson, Dodonpa, rules over your village. Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word. But it's an accurate one, Lumpa. Dodonpa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara. What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen? Master Lumpa, don't you have any idea how old Dompa is? He is as I am, an old man. He may be even older than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set Dodonpa straight? If only I could. Is this the only reason we're here, to bring news of the outside world? Yes, I'm sorry, we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss. Dodonpa seems to be a common name. What does it actually mean? I don't know, actually. But before we begin, there's one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Felix? Clearly your judgment on this matter is fogged, Felix. I must speak! Oh, okay. I have discussed this with none other but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have been my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again. Why are you telling us all this now? Because I feel the quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought it odd that Lord Bobby would order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reach Lemuria? Yes, yes. May I continue? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I have formed certain theories now suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria. And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true? But even if everything you said was true, what does it all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Creighton? Piers never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Hydros and I, as well as the others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Creighton. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels, and any of them capable of building the great are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen? No, they are not. But this is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best to hear the rest directly from His Majesty, King Hydros. Yes, Creighton, we shall go visit the king. Ah, but King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato, and we might not be allowed in. Conservato? That fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can't see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me. Gah! Stupid door. Ah! Ah, at last. You are open. To the king's chambers! Lumpa ought to be as old as Lord Bobby was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him. I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Bobby, though. But come, Faye! Or Felix, to the king's palace we go. There's a book called The Great Adventures of Lumpa, written by Lumpa, no less. When the Great Flood came, we fled our homes by boat. Waves engulfed our ships. We came in a strange land called Lemuria. I found a letter from Bobby. On the outside it reads, To my dear friend Lumpa. Bobby wrote, Forgive me, Lumpa, but I must leave the island without you. Oh, okay. Sucks to suck, I guess. Let's go find Piers. Dude, where the fuck is the shop in this place? Oops. Maybe it's up in the House of the Senate. There's a dog here. That's a cat. Never mind. Meow. Well, let's check the House of the Senate while we're here, I guess. Are you the warriors who from beyond the sea of time who returned with Piers? What can you uncivilized louts hope to bring to Lemuria? Shut the fuck up. Come what may, I cannot approve of anyone setting alchemy loose on the world. Come what may, we must survive. We will survive. We must. Long ago, the power of alchemy was abused in ways that might bring about the end of the world. Because it was sealed away, the king claims the world has begun to wither and decay. And now rumors abound of a group of fools who are actually attempting to restore alchemy. It is only because alchemy was sealed away that the world has enjoyed this lasting peace. Has Lemuria fallen into decay? I ask you, nay. Only by casting aside alchemy has the world been saved from itself. I feel like you guys don't see the decay because it's not showing up in the strictest sense. Do you seek to know more about how the droughts that provide us with such longevity? Then I shall tell you this. So long as we drink of the Lemurian spring, we live long. We no longer leave our home, so we have no need to make our droughts of old. Okay, cool. I hate it. I got about 10 minutes left. We can probably make some progress here. Oh shit, this music is very Dragon Quest. If you seek the counsel of His Highness, the King, follow this passage to the doors at the end. His Highness never leaves a meeting with Conservato in a good mood. Good luck. I mean, given the sound of this guy, I don't think anybody leaves them in a good mood. Sick, I got another lucky medal. What the? What's with all these bathrobes? Where are the baths? Music in this is good. King Hydros is the wisest of all Lemurian kings, but I understand why Conservative and Senate opposed the king's plans. Here's a book called Alchemy and Ancient Civilizations, Part 1. Through the use of alchemy, civilization undergoes great growth and improvement. Part 2. Those who master alchemy shall master the world. I find it confusing on why you have a book that's filled with like five words. Here's a book called The Great Lemurian People. The chosen master of water will be a native son of Lemuria. So that one had 12 words in it. Here's a book called Elemental Lighthouses. It reads, The beacons of the 4 elemental lighthouses brighten the fringes of Wayward. The history of Lemuria. Only traces of the once brilliant land of Lemuria remain today. Yeah, I bet you the old Lemuria had a shop in it that I could sell shit at. The Servant and the King were yelling so loudly that I could hear them from out here. He's still in chambers with Lord Conservato. Why is he granting them entrance? The Senate holds King Hydros in poor regard because he favors Lumpa's wisdom over their own. Fuck the Senate. Senates have always been a piece of shit. You are Lord Felix, correct? It would seem the warriors of which you have spoke have arrived. So it would, Your Highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There is no need. Lumpa, let us go to them. Hydros, what would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome! Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba, Jenna, Felix, and Kraden. Kraden is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition. Ah, Kraden! Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, Your Highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent peers to confirm this for me. So you admitted, Hydros, you violated the directive of the Senate! You used the tidal wave as your chance to send peers away despite our commands. You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservator, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to sea if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have peers confirm? This map shows the ancient world, when Lemuria was still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age. It was a great age. A time when the world shined brightly. Also, this rock formation showed up in the Sea of Time. It was one of the little... yeah. And this is the map Lumpa had with him when he arrived to Lemuria 150 years ago. I used this map to sail around the world. It is quite accurate. Incredible! You understand, Kraden? What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane. It is not insane, it is true. Perhaps we will look more... this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lumpa's map are clearly smaller. Lies. Nothing but lies. What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect will believe such nonsense? If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe that the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Piers, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found in truth that Lumpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lumpa's map. What are you saying? Time itself has stopped. Think of Weird as a living, breathing being, possessing of its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Kraden, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has said to me. Ever since alchemy has been sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment, and has gone into a state of akin to hibernation. Dudes! Guys, join dudes for a boss fight. I'll join you. By using less energy, Weird prolongs its life. Yet, when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it cannot nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Weird is wasting away, its continent's shrinking, because its spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive! Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus lighthouses. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil upon the world once again? You know that it could bring about the destruction of the world, and yet you did it anyway? My lord, you cannot possibly attempt for these people to light the remaining beacons. I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by, knowing that as I do that, the world will wither and die if we do nothing to act. This is madness, Hydros! Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Piers out again? And I will go, Lord Conservato. Felix has need of my power. Then go, Piers. But if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared for that outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through with this madness. Shut the fuck up. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I've already heard this problem from Piers. I don't have any room in my inventory. This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it contains some powerful synergy. Seems to? You're not certain? It is synergy that we Lemurians aren't able to use. I understand that you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Faye? Felix? We include peers in our number. We have 1 adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains. King Hydros believes that I am only used by one who wields synergy of the earth. If I'm not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call grind. If you master the synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no problem anymore. With grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail to the Western Sea. Go, brave adepts! By your hands, may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. But that synergy is quite powerful. It can only be entrusted to a very few people. That, His Highness has given it to you, should illustrate how great his expectations are. I have no doubt your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger. We believe in you, Felix. Alright, so, I have no inventory space. I have inventory space. Got the grindstone. You must sail to the Western Sea. Alright. You know what else I should do? Find a fucking shop. Here's a book called The Diary of Hydros. Piers is most definitely still alive. I pray for his safe return. Alright, well. Hey, out of curiosity though, can I, save my game? Can I use grind to get out of the fucking area without going through the Sea of Time again? Because that'd be super. Because then I could sail out there, sell shit, and come back. Alternatively, is there another path over there that might lead to a shop? Did I just miss it? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck me then. Alright. I like how this place is just in a state of disrepair. Felix, are we setting off now? Then to sea we go! Piers? Yes, Sheba? What is it? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Something I have to ask you. Ask me, Sheba. You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you, really? Is that your question, Sheba? It's not important. It is to me. If you're much older than us, then I'm afraid we've not shown you the proper respect. She's got a point. Don't worry about such things. Please, treat me as you have all along. No, that won't do. You have to tell us. What? Come now. This is silly. No, Piers. Tell me. You're afraid you haven't shown the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me? Come on, Piers. You can tell us. How old are you really? This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you? I knew it. Come on, Felix. Can't you get them off my back? You're in this too, aren't you, Felix? I've had it with your conspiracies. I will not tell you. Alright. So, can I cast Grind and just break my way through this? It didn't work. I don't want to go through the Sea of Time! Damn it. Can I just cast this? Hey, can I use this to get through Treasure Island? Like how it costs 2 MP. Damn it. So, in order to get back to Lemuria and use my lucky metals, I gotta go through the Sea of Time every time. Ugh. It's horrible. This is 9001. What makes you think that, Biggie? State your reasoning. Crucible Fire. Somebody leveled up. That's a good line. Okay, so I got a crystal power from that battle, and it's like Felix's party could not carry any more crystal powder. Felix threw the crystal powder as far away as possible. Why? I can't hold this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn you into... Ah, she knows revive now. Look at that. She can call a zombie. Raging Heat, Fiery Abyss, Fire Puppet, Haunt. Alright, so she's not going to be a healer anymore, but she can revive, so there's that. I'm actually here just to sell shit, so... And that's where we're going to be done for today. I might go back to the other place tonight, just to get the, use up the remainder of my metals, but... If I sell this, can I buy it back? I'm probably not going to use it anymore anyway, so it's fine. Oh no, I didn't need that. Now we have inventory space. We're good. Alright. So I'm going to save my game. Ladies and gentlemen,